just the aspect of having something that is different that you can bring to your friends. So when you go to the dog park and everyone wants to see your pet wolf, because these animals are beautiful and they're cool and they're unique. The unfortunate thing is that people aren't understanding that a wolf is a wolf for a reason, and it's taken thousands of years to domesticate our dogs today that actually want to be with us. Good girl, Kuna. So I opened the sanctuary in June of 2011, so that was about 7 years ago now. Can you sit? Thank you. Yamnuska Wolfdog Sanctuary is a non-profit organization, and essentially we do two main things here at our facility. We provide wolf dogs with a rescue opportunity. Cats can come on in. And then the other part of what we do here at the sanctuary is we provide educational programs for people. So we are open to the public where people can come walk around our facility and basically learn all about wolf dogs. Come here, come here. I started Yamnuska Wolfdog Sanctuary because I fell in love with wolf dogs. I got my first wolf dog, Kuna, when I was 19 years old. Oh my goodness, Kuna. And I realized very quickly that a lot of these animals end up actually being euthanized or put into shelters and SPCAs because people get them without realizing what they've gotten themselves into. One of the biggest things that I learned right out of the gate is that they do not have the same affinity towards humans that our normal domestic dogs do. You kind of hear a lot of this kind of grumbling, growling, all that kind of stuff. It's basically all communication for them. Zeus is kind of the grumbliest one because he's basically telling the girls, I'm top dog here. Other things that I really learned along the way is that they are basically professional athletes. So things like containment is super important. They're animals that naturally want to run and roam. So to keep them contained, to be safe, you have to build them a much more secure, fenced-in area than is usually sufficient for our normal domestic dogs. Hi, Aspen. Oh, good girl, Quinn. At the moment, we currently have 23 permanent residents here at the sanctuary. So a wolf dog is some amount of wolf and some amount of dog, but there can be any amount of wolf and any amount of dog because they are intentionally bred by humans. What we do to figure out how much wolf content is in the animal is something called phenotyping. So phenotyping is just assessing all your physical, behavioral, and biological traits. Wolves have much leaner bodies, really long legs, really narrow chests. Skull shape is quite a bit different, quite large, but also really nice long slender muzzle and a flat skull versus any prominent dip or kind of stop in their skull like that. They'll also have much different shape of paws as well as size, so very large paws, but they have these really long knuckly toes and they actually walk on their toes rather than the full pad of their paw. So right now we're hearing a little bit of a howl session, but honestly it can be the smallest thing that sets one of them off. Zeus is gonna have it. Can you sit? So as far as the wolf dog's day-to-day life, they're pretty much entirely in these enclosures. All the enclosures are about 1 to 2 acres big. We also do enrichment activities with them throughout the day. So they're mostly food related, but anything from feeding them to scattering a bunch of treats and having them find it. Go get it, buddy. We have 3 different tours that we do offer. One of them is our sanctuary walk, which is essentially general admission. Then we have our intro tour, which happens in this enclosure here with our Eggadine pack. That tour, we do take people into the enclosure. There's just a short barrier fence. And then we have our most exclusive tour, I guess you could call it. You got to go into 2 different enclosures, get a handful of treats, toss out treats to the wolf dogs. Some of them eat out of your hands. Good girl. I really want people, if they're interested in wolf dogs, to come to our facility and come learn about these animals and see if they are something that is really right to have in your home or not. What are you doing, pretty girl? I think, yeah, the biggest message would be to understand that wolf dogs really shouldn't be pets. What I would like Albertans to really know about wolves in the wild and how important it is to have these animals in our backyards, because they do provide a crucial role here in our ecosystems.